Italy has a hierarchical wine classification system with multiple tiers. Which of the following is Italy's highest official wine quality classification? And the correct answer is... Hi there, I am Jacqueline and welcome back to Hourglass of Wine. If you love testing your wine knowledge as much as we do, then you are in for a treat today because this is episode number 9 of our wine quiz series. As always, there are going to be 3 levels of increasing difficulty with 3 questions for each level, plus our notoriously difficult mega boss level question at the end. Keep track of your score because, as always, eternal glory and bragging rights in the comments are your reward if you score 10 out of 10. So let's see what you've got. Level 1 questions. All right, we're going to start light with some easy questions. Question number 1. Italy has a hierarchical wine classification system with multiple tiers. Which of the following is Italy's highest official wine quality classification? A. DOC, B. DOCG, C. IGT, or D. IGP? And the correct answer is B, DOCG, which stands for Denominazione di Origine Controllata e Garantita, and it's the top tier of Italy's classification system. Question number 2. Which of the following is not a grape variety? A. Barolo, B. Nebbiolo, C. Pinot Gris, or D. Meunier? And the correct answer is A. Barolo is not a grape variety. It is a famous Italian wine made from the grape variety Nebbiolo. Question number 3. Which grape is most closely associated with red wines from Rioja in Spain? A. Tempranillo, B. Merlot, C. Pinot Noir, or D. Cabernet Sauvignon? And the correct answer is A. Tempranillo is the backbone of a classic Rioja red. All right, level 1 is wrapped up and done. How are you getting on? If you are enjoying this quiz, right now is actually a great moment to click the like button below because it genuinely helps the channel more than you know, and it will help us in bringing out more of these fun wine quiz videos for you to test your wine knowledge on. Thank you. So now let's move on to level 2, where things are going to start getting a little bit more serious. Question number 4. The grape variety Carmenère is originally from Bordeaux, France, but it has found its modern-day home and is now considered the signature red grape of which country? A. Argentina, B. Chile, C. South Africa, or D. Australia? And the correct answer is B, Chile. For decades, Chilean winemakers actually thought that Carmenère was just a funny-tasting type of Merlot until DNA testing proved them otherwise in the 1990s. Question number 5. Port is one of the most famous fortified wines in the world. But at what stage of winemaking is the alcohol typically added in the production of a sweet port wine? A. Before fermentation begins, B. During fermentation, C. After fermentation is complete, or D. Just before bottling? And the correct answer is B, during fermentation. By adding a high-proof grape spirit during fermentation, the yeast will be killed off before it consumes all the sugar, leaving the wine actually naturally sweet and high in alcohol. Question number 6. In the production of traditional method sparkling wines, what is the term for the process of gently turning and tilting the bottles to move the yeast sediment down into the neck of the bottle? A. Dégorgement, B. Dosage, C. Remuage, or D. Assemblage? And the correct answer is C, remuage. also called riddling. This has been historically done by hand on wooden A-frames called pupitres, and riddling is essential for collecting the dead yeast in the neck of the bottle so that it can be frozen and removed later. All right, you are doing great so far. Level 2 is out of the way and done. We have got one more level to go before we hit the boss level, so let's see if you can make it through level 3. Level 3 questions. Question number 7. Which of the following is not a Southern Rhone cru? A. Châteauneuf-du-Pape AOC, B. Lirac AOC, C. Vaison-la-Romaine AOC, or D. Carignan AOC. And the correct answer is C. Vaison-la-Romaine is actually a village in the Southern Rhone, and as of right now, it is at the Côte du Rhône village status. It is not yet a cru. Question number 8. Which of the following German Prädikatswein classifications indicates the highest level of sugar in the grapes at harvest? This will often result in incredibly sweet, syrupy dessert wines. A. Beerenauslese, B. Spätlese, C. Auslese, or D. Trockenbeerenauslese. And the correct answer is D. Trockenbeerenauslese, or sometimes called TBA. These wines are made from individually selected grapes that have been shriveled on the vine to the point of being raisins, thanks to the use of noble rot. They are sweet wines, they are rare, and they are expensive, but they are delicious. Question number 9. In the historic 1855 classification of Bordeaux wines, only 4 chateaux were originally awarded the prestigious Premier Cru First Growth status. However, a 5th estate was famously elevated to this top tier in 1973 after decades of lobbying. Which chateau was it? A. Chateau Margaux, B. Chateau Haut-Brion, C. Chateau Mouton Rothschild, or D. Chateau Lafite Rothschild. And the correct answer is C. Chateau Mouton Rothschild. The legendary Baron Philippe de Rothschild campaigned for over 50 years to have his estate upgraded. And when it finally happened in 1973, he changed their famous motto from "First I cannot be, second I do not deign to be, Mouton I am," to "First I am, second I was, Mouton does not change." And congratulations, you have survived level 3, but this means only one thing, that it is time for your dreaded boss level question. Are you ready? So here we go. Boss level question. In 2010, the Barolo DOCG officially introduced the system of Menzioni Geografiche Aggiuntive, or MGAs, which are named single vineyard areas that producers may indicate on their labels, much like a Premier Cru or Grand Cru system in Burgundy. How many officially recognized MGAs are there in total? A. 81, B. 111, C. 151, or D. 181. And the correct answer is D. As of today, there are 181 MGAs officially recognized within the Barolo DOCG appellation. These were formally codified into the production regulations in 2010, marking a historic moment for the Piemontese wine. And that's a wrap. As always, please let us know in the comments below how many answers you got right, and if you scored a perfect 10 out of 10. Don't forget to claim your eternal glory down there in the comments. If you feel like you need a rematch or you want to test yourself on some other wine topics, here is a link to a full playlist with all the episodes in this series. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you don't miss the next wine quiz. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Cheers!